So I got a little excited for Prime Day. Hi, my name is Hannah. Thank you so much for coming to my channel where I talk all things costuming, cosplay, and live events. Today we are unboxing a Raven cosplay that I got on sale for Prime Day. Let's check it out. So it's coming in 2 packages, and I've always wanted to do a Raven cosplay. I really liked the show Teen Titans when I was younger, and I watched that a lot. And as I was scrolling through like costuming, cosplay, etc. during Prime Day, I slowly saw all of these different pieces for Raven, and I was like, I think it's time to do Raven. So let's unbox it together. I just cut the seal open on this just now. First item, I think this is the cape. Okay, so it is vacuum sealed. This is definitely gonna need like a steam or an iron. Lots of packaging. Okay. So it's kind of like a stretchy, crushed velvety situation. There is a hood, and it's got like little ties to close the cloak. Right off the bat, I'm not super impressed with the quality, although again, you pay for what you get. Bruh. You can see the edges aren't like completely sewn shut. They're just serged. So I can already tell like one way I can take this up a notch is to just flip that serged edge in and sew it down. So we'll need to give her a steam, but so far, eh. Also in this package, this is the belt and accessories. Pueto. Not too bad. It's going to be kind of hard to hold this up, but we've got the belt and then the couple like standalone ones. There's like little holes for like safety pins or sewing or something for where we want to attach it. And then we've got one like forehead piece over there. Honestly, it doesn't look too bad. It looks nice and shiny. I love that. Okay, next package is a box. Let's go ahead and open it. Okay, this is the bodysuit. A turtleneck top. And it's got the like bodysuit bottom, long sleeves. It feels pretty soft. It doesn't actually say what it's made out of. It just gives me the care. It says hand wash recommended, so I'm guessing it's going to be some sort of like rayon blend. Yeah, it kind of feels like rayon, but that's it. These are the gray. These are the gray tights I got. Not really. I'm not going to open those yet because they're just tights. Then last but not least, the wig. This is how it came. It came with this little like thing to keep it nice and secure. And honestly, I didn't expect it to, but it looks like it came with a bunch more of the little forehead pieces. And it also came with a wig cap. It came with the kind that I like, the like mesh kind, not the like stocking style. She is not lace front. But again, this wig was very cheap, so I am not like mad or really surprised. That is her. She's cute. She looks pretty nice other than the no lace front, but we'll see. We'll see how that looks when I put it on. Because we don't gatekeep here, here's a spreadsheet of everything and its regular price on Amazon, and the Prime Day deals I got, there was an even better deal on the bodysuit because it was a deal of the day. So you can see I ended up paying less than $60 when it would have been $100, so about $40 worth of savings. So like I mentioned earlier, the first thing I'm going to want to do is to steam the cape because it is very wrinkly. While I am waiting for it to heat up, let's talk about just steaming, just in general, right? Pro tip for anyone, if you're buying your cosplays from Amazon like this, it's going to come really wrinkled. You're always going to want to get those wrinkles out before you wear it. It's just going to elevate the look of your cosplay a lot more. And just outside of cosplay in general, like if you have like a dress or like a graduation robe, as soon as you get it out of that flat pack, you're definitely going to want to steam it to give you that more polished look. You're going to want to be careful when you steam because it can be very easy to get a steam burn, so just be careful. There you go. You can see the steam starting to come out, so she's ready. And then I always just like start at the top and just kind of slowly go up and down. So I finished steaming. I steamed the hood as well. Don't forget the hood. And it just looks a lot better. And as I was going through and looking at it, I think I am going to go in and just turn this serged edge in and sew it down because looking at edges like this just really bothers me. It just looks really unfinished. So I'm going to go ahead and finish. So I did end up having kind of like the perfect purple on hand to finish up these edges. And I'm going to kind of keep some tension as I sew, so we'll have a nice edge. So I've just finished going around the entire cape and hood and finishing up those edges. So that is now the inside and that's the outside. I did end up going for a zigzag stitch because once I was sitting down to sew it, I was like, oh right, this stretches. You never really want to use a straight stitch on stretch fabric because as it stretches when you wear it, the threads will snap. So I went ahead and did that zigzag stitch that allows the fabric and the threads to move a little bit so they won't snap when you wear it. So now I've got everything ready to try on, but I am going to be a little bit extra and I'm going to go and try and do a little makeup look for Raven, and then I'm going to put all the clothes. So to get started, I removed most of what I already had on my face, and now I'm going to start making my like gray tone. I already had these. I'm using Maron Cream Stick like costume-y stage makeup. You can also use the brand Ben Nye, but I have a white and a black, and I also have some a nude tones as well, but I'm gonna start here and see what I can do. And I'm literally just like scooping it out to my palette where I will start mixing. I'm using way less black than white to begin with. So that is my first mixture, and I think it's a little, you can see my reflection. I think it's a little too dark for what I'm looking for. This might be more of like the contour color. So I'm going to add a little bit more white. So I think I've got something good here. You can see this lighter, what I mixed with a bunch more white, and then they still have that darker in there if I want to use that for contour. That color looks pretty good to me, so I'm going to start putting it on. Just using like a regular little makeup sponge. For this look specifically, I'm not trying to make like a really opaque gray. Full disclosure, I have never done a Raven makeup situation like this. I've done other special effects makeup, but it's been a while. So we're just gonna kind of figure it out as we go here. Use a different sponge to get my darker gray I have on here and start trying to do some contour. doing is I'm mixing a lot of white with a little bit of this gray to get my highlight. Pretty happy with that for now. I'm going to start adding some other elements in. To finish off this makeup look, I'm putting on some powder to help that cream makeup stick. Then I'm going to go in and add a little bit of blush just to give a little bit of life back into the makeup look. And then a little bit of glittery highlighter just for fun. Then I'm going to go in and add even more eye makeup. What I have found to be true is that the more dramatic the makeup look, the better it's going to look with a dramatic wig. So here I'm getting a little Swan Lake-ish, but once I put the wig on, it's gonna make a lot more sense. I wanted to add that the fact that it is not a lace front ended up really not bothering me because of that exaggerated widow's peak. I think it works really well on its own. Here I'm adding some of that gray over the top of my hands. Another little tip to help your cosplay if you are looking gray all over, like with those tights and the face makeup, always add that same color to your hands, otherwise they stick out like a sore thumb. I did also sew the gems onto the sleeves of the bodysuit, and the gem that is holding the cape together is held up there with a really strong magnet. And here's the final look. I have returned home from the photo shoot and I have taken off most of my makeup, but not quite all of it. You can probably see like up in my hairline there's still a little bit of the gray left over. So I wanted to touch base on some skincare for this like heavy cream makeup. This is all coming from my college stage makeup class. Rebecca, if you're watching, thank you. But you shouldn't rely on just like makeup wipes to remove that kind of thick makeup because it will clog your pores. So as soon as I'm done, I'm going to finish my routine here, take off the rest of the makeup. But you want to use like a toner, an alcohol-free toner if possible, to really clean out your pores. So I'm going to take off the rest of my eye makeup and then I'm going to go through with a toner and then do a full like facial cleanser and then finish it off with some moisturizer. I have very acne prone skin, so whenever I use this thick cream makeup, I always make sure to like really take care of my skin afterwards. Some other final thoughts I had on this costume. Honestly, I'm pretty impressed with the quality overall. The wig itself is not bad. The bodysuit is just fine. The jewelry that came with it is fine as well. I will say if you're like a 12, 14 or larger in women's sizes, you might want to get 2 belts so that you can put them together. I'm a mid-sized girly, and the belt was like at its largest on me. The one thing I'm really not very happy with is the cape or cloak, whatever you want to call it. I think it is just way too light for Raven. If I had thought a little bit more about it. I probably would have gotten a darker one, but that was just what I saw for cheap on Amazon. It is 100% polyester, so I could try a synthetic dye on it to darken it up a little bit, or I could wait till I find another purple cape on sale and try a different one. But all in all, it is a great affordable way to do a cosplay that you have been wanting to try. I am a girly on a tight budget, and I've always wanted to do a Raven cosplay, but I don't have extra funds laying around all the time, and I did it for pretty cheap. So I'm pretty happy overall. That brings me to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Do you have any comments on the makeup, on the cosplay itself, any other budget-friendly cosplay tips? Let me know in the comments below, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!